Hello, I'm here to bring you your nightly dose of, or maybe daily dose of comfort from restaurant reviews. Maybe you had a long day and you just need a little calm and peace in your life. The timestamp will be somewhere here to tell you how long this is. And so you can close your eyes and sit back, and 33 seconds from now, or 9 minutes and something from now, you'll know it's going to end. So I read restaurant reviews for Two Gals Kitchen in Concord, North Carolina. It's an area of the country devastated by Helene. You can donate to SamaritansPurse.org. Their information will be somewhere on the screen. And it's just peace through food. A bedtime story with food, right? So, Chris Hoey, about 2 years ago, wrote, "What a lovely place. I had the Monterey and it was quite good. The wait staff were nice, pretty quick and attentive." Lori Parker, 2 years ago, wrote, "Great service and food. Had a lemon martini and it was on point. Staff is welcoming and great place to eat." Richard Kane, 5 years ago, wrote, "Amazing food. Nice atmosphere, friendly staff. This place is also very clean and well maintained. Enjoy." Joseph Beasley, 2 years ago, wrote, "Great lunch in downtown Concord." Mark Haynes, 5 years ago, wrote, "Good food, even at vegan and vegetarian options. They will create about anything for you. We'll definitely go back again and again." Colton, about a year ago, wrote, "Great lunch date spot. Been here many times and never once been disappointed." And he recommends the Jacked Up Pepper Burger. Wendy Ross, about 6 years ago, wrote, "Wonderful food, yummy desserts. My favorite place to go. The owners are amazing ladies." Jennifer Stansel, 6 years ago, wrote, "Excellent food and even better service. Casual atmosphere, home-cooked food and friendly staff, and the cupcakes are to die for." Wendy Serrano, 5 years ago, wrote, "Great food, great drinks, and great service. Spent a wonderful night here. A must if you are in the area." Keisha Lancaster, about a year ago, wrote, "Cute place. Had tarragon chicken sandwich. It was delicious." Faith, 2 years ago, wrote, "I am a vegetarian and the waitress recommended the vegetarian burger and it was great. Friendly environment and great service." Tracy Brody, 4 years ago, wrote, "We had a great meal. Fresh food and knowledge staff. Celiac friendly." Dominic Balente, 2 years ago, wrote, "I have never been disappointed in eating here. I try something different every time I go." Christina Kitchen, 2 years ago, wrote, "They were able to accommodate my gluten allergy perfectly." Jill C., about 2 years ago, wrote, "Food was fresh and service was friendly and timely. Chocolate chip cookie cheesecake was great. Vegetarian options. Had several vegetarian options." Keith Sutton, 2 years ago, wrote, "My favorite place to eat in Concord. Ingredients always fresh and food delicious." RJ Lathero wrote, "Wowee, this was some yummy stuff. Best burger I've had in forever. Cool ambiance and great menu." MG, 2 years ago, wrote, "Great fresh home cooking. Really appreciate the great service with a personal touch. Everything was fantastic. Jordan Flair, about 7 years ago, wrote, do yourself a favor and grab lunch here. Wraps, sandwiches, and salads, it's all good. And if you have a sweet tooth, check out their cakes. Clara, about a year ago, wrote, owners are amazing, the food is really good, made our night at the escape room. Susan Irvin, a year ago, wrote, twice I've eaten from Two Gals. Perfect. Each time. Eric Conley, 5 years ago, wrote, my new favorite lunch spot in downtown Concord. Try the Skinny Burger. So good. Michael Hall, 7 years ago, wrote, fabulous dinner and dessert at Two Gals. Awesome that 100% of proceeds also went to aid against human trafficking victims. They may be, I don't know, but I assume maybe they were having a special event that evening. That's cool. They were giving back. Gilmara Bizarra wrote, love this place and the atmosphere. Greg McKee, about 3 years ago, wrote, awesome service and food. Great selection of menu items, and the food was delicious. Brenda Klein, a 5-star for Concord. The food is fantastic. The service is great. The owner is always making sure everything is good. The best of Concord. Selena K. Porter, 4 years ago, wrote, this place was super fantastic. Great friendly staff. Food is divine. Great gluten-free options. Joel, 7 years ago, wrote, great food, nice selection of sandwiches, good service, and love the sweets. Roger Zarell, 6 years ago, wrote, fantastic food, good prices. Wish I didn't live 12 hours away. Warren Faulkner, 4 years ago, wrote, many gluten-free options. French fries are on point with 2 thumbs up. They do a great job. Susan Raines, 3 years ago, wrote, really good, fresh food put together with care. Very friendly service. James Blanchard wrote 5 years ago, great food, nice staff, pasta salad was amazing. Breeze Smith, that's a really cool name. Sidebar. 9 years ago, wrote, a must-eat place in Concord. Fab food and service, and don't miss the in-house bakery sweets. Kaylee Riera wrote 5 years ago, delicious. Highly recommend the Bella Burger and crab pasta. Susie Machiels, about 5 years ago, wrote, reasonably priced with a very interesting menu. Have yet to have a bad meal. Stacy Hess, 4 years ago, wrote, great food, great service, support local small business people. Gary Sane, 6 years ago, wrote, great food, eclectic setting in a small town, definite must stop. Ashley Grubb, 5 years ago, wrote, great service, fantastic food, always fresh. Tanner Nussbaum, a year ago, wrote, great quality food for a great price. And Priscilla Parks, for the last review 6 years ago, wrote, great salads and hamburgers, yummy, delectable sweets. I hope you enjoyed this dose of comfort. I hope you'll join me tomorrow as I read about, I believe her name is Athaliah in the Bible, in the Women of the Bible series. And as ever and as always, I'm so glad you exist. I'm proud of you and I love you. And I hope you never ever forget that somebody smiled today because of you. And don't forget to subscribe if you enjoyed this.